30th of April 1942. Patrol log of U-96. The BDU has ordered U-96 back to patrol the Arctic convoys, this time to patrol AC-2 to AC-5 for any ships heading to the USSR. We are to patrol for 2,250 kilometers inside the designated zone and look to sink a minimum of 7,000 tons of merchant shipping. Intelligence advises there has been an increased presence of escort ships in this area, so be aware and keep a wary eye out for any naval vessels. Good hunting. Hi everyone, welcome back to U-96. Here we are on our weekly patrol log. We're in the patrol zone now. We are searching for any merchant tonnage in this area, keeping a weathered eye out indeed, for any naval vessels which may choose to hunt and try and kill us. As per the instruction, there is an increased level of them in this area at the moment, probably from the recent success of our raids. They've been forced to take some necessary steps to bring in some resources in the form of military ships to the area to help protect the convoys, which is good. We are obviously having an effect, and the British are feeling it. So we're, as I say, we're just currently fogged in, but we are currently on our patrol, just doing our mileage, doing a search pattern to see if we can find any merchant shipping, and I'll bring you back if we do.
Wechseln auf E-Motor.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Hi everyone, right, we've got contacts for a group and we have just intercepted that group. We're still within the patrol zone. Let's spin the periscope to look forward, because that is where the ships are, right off our nose. There we are, smoke on the horizon. Let's chance a little bit more height to see what we've got here. Can't see what we got there. There you got merchant ship there. Corvette. Ooh, that is a cruiser and a tanker and a merchant and a corvette and a destroyer. Right, okay. Let's target the tanker to begin with. Looks like British tanker. Right, let's get let's get tankers. Where are we? Oh, British Raj, okay, sorry. I thought that was the British. There we go. Tanker. It might well be an IO class tanker. 136 meters and 12 meters draft. So let's get her speed. We like the oil tankers. When they get hits, they do tend to go pop quite nicely. So get the speed, get the course and the distance, and then we'll quickly get some torpedoes away as fast as we can. I'm thinking probably a couple of torpedoes at this and maybe a couple of torpedoes at the cruiser, depending on what we got loaded in the bays. There you go, 7 knots. Got an angle of bow of 102 and 5,160 meters. Okay, and we've got an angle of bow of 102. Perfect. Oh, why didn't that set? Click the button and everything. Probably won't be able to get it now. 102. Perfect. Right, let's make sure this reads the same. See, they're going slightly past us. 102, that is going to be 5,000. It's probably out of our range, which which is a little bit annoying. Let's chance torpedo anymore. We've got T3, T5, T3. Right, let's get let's get this down to 12 meters. That's the magnetic in it. Fire. Tube 3's got a T3 in it. Let's bring that onto the surface. 2.5 meters, that'll be fine. Yeah, then turn right. That's good. Right, fire. Right, tube 3 gone. Right, where's this cruiser? Here it is. Can I select that? There we go. That is, I know what that is. It's a Kirov. Yeah, Kirov class. There we go. Perfect. Length is 190 meters. There we go. Perfect. Speed we'll put down as 7 again. Angle of bow and distance. There she is there. So we've got 6,300 meters and 81 degrees. So 81 degrees. (6,400 meters). Okay, that's that set. Right, let's get tube. Tube 5 is a homing acoustics. That can go anywhere, and that's a T1. Okay, get the dispersion set. Yeah, so tube 2 could go anywhere. Fire. Tube 2 is away. Tube 4 is away. Right, we've got loading done. Let's start heading back here. We'll start moving away from the group, heading behind them into their baffles so they don't hear us as well. We've got a strike against the tanker. And a good fire. Let's have a look. Where's this? The second one's gone under. We've got another torpedo heading in for the cruiser, which may actually strike that. That one's just turning, so that could hit anything. And this is the home acoustic, which is, I don't know what that's doing, to be fair. Okay, so we've had a bit of a interesting attack. So 4 torpedoes fired, one's missed and is heading that way. We've hit this tanker here, and it looks like we've now hit this tanker here. The cruiser has managed to get away scot-free. I don't know where the 4th torpedo's gone. Yeah, I must have just sailed away. So, we've got tube 2 loading. Actually, if that is the, no, it's not the that's not the cruiser, is it? The cruiser will be coming down here somewhere. But the war Brahmin has been sunk for 2,750 tons already, which is nice. Let's keep up with 2 wreckage. Oh yeah, look, 6,217 tons. So the IO class tanker has also been sunk by looks of things. Welcome back, everyone. Right, we've dropped down to 160 meters just to get out of the. Still getting a little bit of the acoustics from the mass of escort ships over there. They come and depth charge us. Well, That's kind of par for the course these days, but we're going to try and stay low, stay quiet, and keep out of the worst of it. Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, a bit of time has passed. We're sitting here with the hydrophone guys, having a very enthusiastic listen in. You can see I've come down by the IO class tanker, which is, I'm not sure if it's sunk yet or not. We're almost parallel with it. We've got this little group of 4 hunter killers moving around looking for us. There's another one down here. That's a destroyer, not part of that little group. The actual corvette, sorry, the actual cruiser and the other merchant ship has sailed off that way. Just leaving us with the destroyer and 3 corvettes that are over there, and currently only can see 1 destroyer ahead of us. So we're going to sit here, down at 160 odd meters. Sit tight, keep quiet. If need be, we'll move under the wreck of that ship. It hasn't actually sunk yet, I don't think. It's still bobbing on the surface, which can sometimes be a problem. But we're just going to see what these 5 escort vessels are going to do. If need be, we'll go and hide under this wrecked ship, and therefore we should be quite protected against the depth charges. But let's just sit tight and be quiet and see what comes of this. Okay, more time has passed, and we're just going to chance taking a bit of a peek through the periscope. It seems that most of the escort ships have now left the area. However, there is one very dogged destroyer which is just hanging around, circling away, not leaving the scene, which is a bit of a pain. There you go, there's the IO class tanker. You can see it's semi-submerged. So we'd like to get on from the deck gun and finish that off. We've got some armor piercing and high explosives to try and finish that off quickly. But you know, alright, can we spot this? They're the life rafts. Can't see the escort, which is. We head to the hydrophone. Okay, on the hydrophone, here we are. Here's us. Here's the ship. Here's the life rafts, and there is the ship in question. Bit of a pain, but we can't really do anything until he has gone, unless we sail away this way and fire a rearward tube into the IO class tanker. That's something we could do. So let's try that. Okay, as that ship's not going to leave us alone, and we're not going to be able to use the deck gun, we are going to have a shot at this one more time with the torpedoes. Right, it's going to be doing 0 knots. Lovely. Switch to rear tube. What have we got in the rear tube? We've got a T1. Perfect. This can be along the surface. We'll go a little bit deep. Let's go down to 3.5 meters. Fire. Well, we might as well watch this contact through the periscope. See if we get, well, we should get good contact. As long as the torpedo's not a dud. As long as it's running straight and true. As long as it hits something solid, we should have a sunk tanker out there. Of course, with that also goes our slight protection. It's masking our signature on their passive hydrophone. Boom, there we go. Minimal damage, really. Okay. Hopefully that's enough to sink her. She's getting low in the water, or am I just imagining it? I think she's getting low in the water. Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, we've managed to make our escape. We've now got the snorkel up, and using diesel engines. We had the snorkel up earlier to get some fresh air in as well, but we're now using the diesel engines. As you can see, the white smoke coming from the diesel engines, but we're further enough away from the escorting ships that we were being depth charged by, or that one remaining one that lingered around for ages, that we can risk using it now. So we're pretty much in the clear. So if we bring the periscope down, we should be golden. So we've been underwater a little while now. As you can see, we've got a bit of water leakage in. Let's just get the pumps on. Let's finish and clean that up nicely. We get the gyro compass back working to aid our navigation. As you see, we're currently just about periscope depth and sailing on nicely. We still got a bit more tonnage to sink. We still need at least 800 tons, maybe a small fishing boat or something. But no, we're out here. We've still got to go back to patrol and complete the patrol marker. We've probably done about 1,800 kilometers. We need 2,250 kilometers to complete. So we're going to head back there, complete our patrol mileage, as it were, and then we're going to look for some more kills. Or if we find some kills on the way, obviously we'll assess the situation and make an attack. Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, wait for it. We found a convoy. Now, I don't know if this is the one we attacked earlier, and it's just kind of reformed and heading south again. But either way, we found it, and we are setting up for an ambush. So, I'll get that sorted out, and I'll bring you back when we are ready to take a look. Okay, periscope up. Right, first thing to say, on the hydrophone, it doesn't look like it's the same convoy, and I'll show you why in a second. There it is. Oh, we just, that's a snorkel. I wonder what that was, and I thought it was the conning tower popping up over. So we've got, what's that, a Liberty or something like that? Or is it, no, there's two ships next to each other. That's quite a distorted view. Corvette, maybe a tanker in the far distance. Got a merchantman, a tanker. That looks like a Dido class. No, it's not. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought they had 3 guns. That's not. We've got 2 Soviet Kirov cruisers here. You can tell it's not the same one then. Right, let's target this cruiser. If we can. There we go, got her. Right, I know we need to get some tonnage for merchant tonnage to complete the mission, but there's a cruiser here, and we don't often get a chance to shoot at a cruiser. So that is what we're going to do. The Kirov class. Recognize. Right, length is 190 meters. Draft is 523. Right, let's get her speed. We're going nice and slow by the looks of it, which will allow us to get some, hopefully, a full salvo on her. Oh, I don't know whether or not to go for magnetic. Maybe go for 2 and 2. 2 magnetic, 2 impact. Now, yeah, I know there's 2 heavy cruisers, but realistically, we've got a chance of sinking 1. If we try and split our torpedoes between the 2, then likely is we'll maybe damage both and they'll continue on. So I'd rather get 1 confirmed kill rather than 2 damaged. What is on the far side of that? Oh, this is another ship, isn't it? That made me think it was like almost like a flat top carrier, but it's not. It's not. That's the their spotter plane launching thing. 7 knots. There we go. Okay, so that is 49. It'd be 49 in the blue. Sorry, blue. In the green, I beg your pardon. And that was 5,100 meters. Right, we'll get this to chalk the same. 48, 49, perfect. Get you locked on. Right, let's check the torpedoes out. We've got a T1 in tube 1, a T3 in tube 2, a T3 in tube 3, and a T1 in tube 4. Right. So let's get the T1s, them two flooded. We're going to go impact. We're going to go a little bit lower than that. They've got 5.23 meters depth, haven't they? Get the dispersion. Oh, hang on, I didn't set the dispersion. It was, what was it? I've forgotten. 190 meters was the length. So 150, 60, 70, 80, 90. Well, just under 90. That's fine. Dispersion 1.8 degrees. Perfect. Good. Well, we got those two loaded up, and what I might do with these two is send one is magnetic. Actually, I might keep one back. We're not quite there, ready to fire. Here's the lead ship, another Kirov class destroyer. Kirov class cruiser. Beg your pardon. It was a corvette or destroyer behind it. Yeah, I might fire a torpedo at one of these merchantmen to try and finish off our tonnage. That would be nice, because all hell is going to break loose with these corvettes coming towards us. Is that a Black Swan, or it's a destroyer anyway? Tanker over there. Merchantman. Corvette. Yeah. There's all manner of nightmares are going to open up on us when we fire these torpedoes. So, yeah, we're only going to get one shot at this. So I might actually send through. No, I'll stick to my main philosophy. One in the hand is worth two in the bush, as they say. And that's talking about birds, in case you're wondering. Yeah, better to have a confirmed kill than two possibles. Right. Okay, almost there. We've got one more turn of the dial, and we are plumb on, I think. What flag is that flying? Could be Austrian, I suppose. Is it? What is that? Or is that going to be yellow and it's going to be Spanish? Because it always looks white from a distance, and it always throws me off thinking, that doesn't look right. Anyway, back to the cruiser. Oh, I'm gonna go for it.
Los!
Okay, now come a bit close so I can see the blue cross now. I think that's Norwegian. It's gonna be civilian. Yeah, it's that, isn't it? Merchant freighter. Let's get that locked in. We know they are doing about 7 knots. Okay, it's 59 and 4,300 and that. It's 4,300 basically. 4,000. So 2, 3, 4,300. Got 7 knots. No, I was right first time. It's 59. Sorry. Perfect. That's tracking. Alright, tube 2 then. I'm going to go impact because this is a cold one. Best chance we've got. So fire. Alright. Let's get you down. Let's start plotting a course away. And we'll going to stay near the surface to watch these torpedoes because there's a good chance if we dive down we'll lose track of them. So Okay, got a good hit on that merchantman. He looks in trouble. Now, the cruiser, we only got 2 hits. One slipped behind. And they got fierce fires, but doesn't look too bad. What we could do is lock on her again. We are turning. We can try and get the rear tube locked on. Yeah, but we haven't completed the turn yet. We're almost there. Let's recalculate her position and everything. Her speed is going to be a lot slower, of course, because we've... Hang on, where's the... Recalculate her speed. As you've got the second cruiser flying by. Oh, we got the flames have made it to the B turret now. Oh, she could be in some serious trouble. Speed we can calculate as pretty slow. It's going to be 1 or 2 knots, isn't it? Oh, big fire erupting up here again after they put it out. And she's actually listing towards us, isn't she? She may be gone. Yeah, so basically we are, as you can see from the, it's 160 degrees looking back, so we're almost pointing our tail towards her now. Yeah, do you know what I think we can safely say this is going to be 1 knot, something like that. How's that merchant ship? She's gone. Oh, there's a tanker there. Do we think that she's done for? That's the question. I'm going to say she's probably too badly gone. That one's gone. So why not have a cheeky shot? I think that's a British flag. At this tanker. Oh, sorry, we need to go to tankers now. I keep forgetting that. I think that is an OI class tanker.
Höhenbruch, Sie sinken.
Who's sinking? Oh, that one. Okay, grand. Let's get her speed. No, wrong one, sorry. Let's get her speed. I think she's doing 7 knots. Look, that Corvette has been caught up and having to wait. Because obviously the Corvette can turn a lot sharper than the tanker. As soon as we get this, I need to have a look to see what everyone else is doing. Those Corvettes and destroyers must be searching. And we need to get deep, really, but 7 knots again, lovely. It's saying it's slightly out of our range. Hang on. 70. Oh, looks like it's just about still in our range with the angle and everything. So, no wasting time. Fire. If nothing comes of that, nothing comes of it. It doesn't matter. Right. Let's set depth for 100 meters.
100 Meter.
And let's try and sneak away. Welcome back, everyone. Right, we got a good hit with that oil tanker. We're now diving and moving away from the rest of the task group convoy. And what we're going to do is sit quietly. Hopefully the destroyers, the corvettes, will not pick us up. And we can just linger down here in the depths quietly. I'll say that the radio is going full blast at the moment. But stay down here. Let them move on with the rest of the convoy. And hopefully we can then surface and A, finish off that tanker if it hasn't sunk, or B, we can take a look at what that situation is with the cruiser, Because obviously I don't want to surface the boat if they haven't abandoned ship, that cruiser, because they can still swing those forward turrets around and annihilate us in seconds. So, yeah, it's a waiting game now. Sit quietly, patiently, and we'll have a listen on the hydrophone, see if anyone comes our direction. But they seem pretty scattered. They were going in different directions. They had no idea where those torpedoes came from. So that's good for us. So hopefully we can just sit here quietly and everything will play out the way we want it to. So these corvette, destroyer, cruiser, and a destroyer here. I don't know how that they managed to. That was a write-off. Was that the tanker as well? No, that's a different tanker. I'm beside myself. How on earth did they save that and get it back into fully working condition? Right, we won't make that mistake again. Let's lock onto this one. My goodness me. Oh, we should have used that. I was right the first time, shouldn't I? We should have finished that one off because that's just weird. That shouldn't have happened. Right, I can't see the speed of that one, so we'll do a speed check on this one. Frustrating, isn't it? So we've only been credited with that merchant ship that sunk. Obviously the tanker was also very badly damaged. That would have been realistically a sinking, or at least an abandonment, which we could have then finished off with a deck gun. And that cruiser was gone. That cruiser was gone. I feel some foul play at work here. 9 knots. Okay, a little bit quicker. Alright, let's get tracking. What do we got in the way of torpedoes? We've only got 3 torpedoes. T1, T1, T3. None of them are warmed up. Let's see if we can get that warmed up. Please. One more turn of the dial and we are ready to fire. And how is she all... Oh god, she's catching... What is going on here? Oh no, it's just the second cruiser behind it. It's just throwing off the visual aspect. We've got 2 torpedoes which are flooded, T3 and a T1. Right, we'll get these 2 ready to go. Dispersion? No, I don't believe that. Let's go a little bit less. Fire 1 and 2. 1 and 3. As soon as 2 comes available. Oh, hello. No, 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 no. Don't you run some interference for them. Look at that. They go flying in close formation now. So this tanker may take the torpedoes for the cruiser. Oh. Right, the good news is those torpedoes have indeed made it past the tanker, which is great. So let's what's the depth? 5.23.
Rohr 2, bewässern.
Last torpedo gone. Right. Now we're in the hands of the gods.
Feindliches Schiff wurde getroffen.
Oh, good hit.
Feuer an Deck. Feindliches Schiff wurde getroffen.
Second good hit. That is a... Look at the damage on that. Bits falling off, the crane falling off there. Now we've got a third torpedo en route. Got the Kirov cruiser on the other side, the Lazarus, which survived almost near death. To continue on, we will get our cruiser. We will. I keep calling it Corvette. I don't know why. Brain's not really working this morning. Okay, just having a look at the third torpedo. The bad news is it's heading in this direction. It's obviously because this is slowing down because of the damage, and the torpedo's been fired. Well, its predicted course, which would be here. Everything else is slowing down, so it might accidentally hit the oil tanker. And we'll be in the same situation we were in previously. Okay, that torpedo has got past the tanker. Alright, what we can do is set a course this way. Get moving. I think that's not. It's lost its pace, so it's not doing 9 knots anymore. So it's going to go in front of it. Sadly. So unfortunately, I think we're going to have to admit defeat sinking these heavy cruisers. They're going to be able to rescue this one as well. But I suppose all we can do is get our boat back, reload, and have another go another day. So here we are, back in port. Oh, I didn't quite hit that 100,000 tonnage mark. We were credited with 2,798 tons for sinking the MV Goya freighter. However, the Warbrummin was sunk. Intel tells us that this ship was 6,217 tons, transporting oil from Archangel to an unknown destination port. It was registered in the United Kingdom. MV Goya. Intel says that this ship had a gross registered tonnage of 2,798 tons and was transporting valuables from Archangel to an unknown destination port, registered in Norway. But we got a round of applause in the Daily Chronicle. MV Goya sunk. The word says the ship was loaded with precious metals. Survivors claim that they were torpedoed by a U-boat. Oh, that was something different, wasn't it? Well, I can't help but feel incredibly disappointed by that run. For whatever reason, we got slight minor issues. We got a couple of minor issues. We didn't execute our attacks perfectly, and we ended up just walking away with 2 kills. But we ended up getting away with the crew and the boat intact, which is something. There was a lot of escort ships out there. So we were awarded 12,000 Reichsmarks, and we were also being assigned Thomas Becker, an engineer, which is always useful. Tonnage sunk 9,015 tons. Time at sea 8 days 20 hours. Distance travelled 4,535.6 kilometres. There you go. The Warbrummin War class tanker was sunk, and the MV Goya merchant freighter was sunk as well. Just frustrating about the cruisers, wasn't it? And the other oil tanker, which we never actually finished off. I have noticed, not to ruin your immersion too much, that a damaged ship, if not completely sunk, if you then, accelerate time to pass a bit of time or something, that ship will then carry on its normal destination if you are not in visual contact with that ship. Very interesting. Stalking that last heavy cruiser. When we lost contact, it would, or if we weren't visually watching it on screen, it would literally, the buoyancy would come back up and it would start moving again at 9 knots, and then unless you looked at it, and then it slowly started to list down again. So yeah, maybe that's the mods at work with the realistic sinking physics not quite working with the base game mechanics. I'm not sure, but either way, very disappointing. 2 Kirov cruisers damaged, but none finished off, and also an oil tanker which we left out there, which did also manage to repair and get going again. Very disappointing, but we will not be too disheartened by this. We'll shake it off, brush ourselves down. We'll get the torpedoes reloaded into the boat, refueled, and we'll be good to go again next week. So thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you then. Bye bye.